Meantime, new video just coming into the newsroom showing damage after Ukrainian drones attacked Russia. We know at least 18 people were injured. It comes as President Donald Trump announcing a new weapons deal to help Ukraine, hoping to put the pressure on Putin. So I listened to the president's announcement Monday. The president saying that NATO countries would purchase U.S. weapons for Ukraine. Now, he also threatened Russia with 100% tariffs if Vladimir Putin doesn't come up with a peace deal within the next 50 days. So ahead of that announcement, I recently spoke with Arizona Senator Mark Kelly about the ongoing conflict, his harsh words for Defense Secretary Pete Hegseth, and his fears about this war waging on.
I'm not getting over it, and neither should you.
Senator Mark Kelly recently speaking out against President Donald Trump's big, beautiful bill at a listening event in Central Phoenix Friday. After I went one-on-one with Arizona's senior senator, a Democrat and retired Navy captain who also serves on the Senate Armed Services Committee, recently returning from a trip to Europe. You were just in Romania. I know you were meeting with NATO officials. You've been to Ukraine before. There's been some back and forth. I know Pete Hegseth had canceled some of the weapons deliveries for Ukraine. Then the president brought some of them back.
Yeah, what a clown show this administration has turned out to be. Pete Hegseth is not qualified for this job in any way. He unilaterally cuts off weapons for our ally to defend themselves, and he doesn't check with the White House. I mean, if you put a high school kid in the job, would probably know enough to do that.
Do you think he should be fired or should resign?
I think he should be fired. President should have fired him after he was sharing all that information on Signal. He should have been fired then immediately.
The White House pushing back, defending Hegseth's actions in a recent statement to CNN, saying the Pentagon has done a deep dive to, quote, ensure all support going to all foreign nations aligns with America's interests, and ended by saying, quote, the president has full confidence in the Secretary of Defense. But what about the cost? According to reporting from ABC News from earlier this year, Congress had allocated $174 billion for the war.
We will send them Patriots, which they desperately need.
You know, some folks on the Republican side worry about the money and commitment that's being spent in Ukraine. What's your response to that?
If the Russians are successful in Ukraine, I am fairly confident that Putin will decide to go somewhere else. And it could be a Baltic country, right? Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, it could be Finland, it could be Poland. These countries are NATO members. We have an obligation to defend these other countries. If you want to talk about what's going to cost a lot of money to the American taxpayer, it's that. This is inexpensive to try to make sure that Vladimir Putin is not successful and takes his ass back to Moscow and just disappears.
All right, some tough talk there you heard from Senator Kelly. Now, I want to let you know I did reach out to the Department of Defense yesterday to get direct comment about his comments regarding Secretary Hegseth needing to be fired. Now, you did hear the White House defend him in that piece, though. As soon as I hear back from the DOD, I'll let you know what they say.